Hey guys, what is up? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. So let's talk Media Day. I want to give my thoughts on Media Day, how things went down, and my overall feeling going into this training camp. Offseason is officially over. Media Day kicked off today. Was following along on Twitter, caught some interviews early, was following Mike Trudell throughout the day. Shout out to Mike Trudell, man. If you look at his Twitter feed, that dude is working. I mean, he has full-fledged about 6 little snippets of each player, calling out their some of the key quotes from each player. I mean, the dude works a lot. I don't know what he's doing. He's typing or whatever, but I was trying to follow along today. I caught the Rob Pelinka and Frank Vogel interview, caught LeBron's interview. I just kind of heard snippets. I heard some audio on Anthony Davidson, and from there I was just kind of following along on Twitter, just reading snippets, like quotes. I mean, the thing went on for hours, and so exciting stuff. Overall, I give us, like, the feeling coming into this Media Day was hyped. Everybody looks healthy. Everybody looks good. I just give us an A- because of Kuzma's injury. I think if we didn't have Kuzma's injury, A+. Everybody's coming in. Everybody's looking good. We're ready to hit practice. Probably, I think we start practice tomorrow because our first game is next Saturday against Golden State. And I'll talk about, so we play Golden State next week. So we got like 5-6 days of training camp. And then we play Golden State. And then we fly to Shanghai, to China. And we don't play for another week. And we play Brooklyn twice in China. Brooklyn on the 10th, Brooklyn on the 12th, and then we fly back on the 13th, and then we play Golden State like 3 more times on the 13th, whatever, before we kick off on the 22nd and we play the Clippers. So that's how the schedule looks. We play Golden State like 4 times. We're going to get tired of playing them, but I don't see, I see us playing the first game. Obviously, we're going to put on a show. What I'm saying is I see like all our guys playing the first game. I see, obviously, our guys starting in China, just to kind of give, folks in China a show. We might play that second game as well, but I honestly don't see our guys like LeBron and them like really playing these, coming off of Shanghai and playing right away. So I think later in the preseason, I don't know if our guys gonna be playing a lot of minutes until we ramp up to the Clippers. So look for our bench to get a lot of run, and a lot of our our G League guys. Like I heard Costas, that Antetokounmpo's brother. He's a South Bay guy. I didn't know that. I didn't know if he was signed to the Lakers squad or if he was South Bay. Apparently he's South Bay. So we'll get a good look at all those guys. But overall, I think A- on the Media Day, because of the Kuzma lingering injury. But he did say this. The quote that I got from him was that he's ahead of schedule. He's recovering well, and he's ahead of schedule. So, I mean, I look forward to, that's encouraging. So just rest up and get right. And you saw I don't know if you saw the quote from Kyrie Irving, was talking about how everybody did Kevin Durant wrong around his injury, and he came out, really with some hot takes, like, hey, listen, I'm gonna protect Kevin Durant. Nobody's gonna mess with him. I'll make sure he gets healthy and get right. You know what? Kyrie's a little bit deep in his thoughts, but he's actually right in that statement. So we can't rush Kuzma back. So if you kind of want to compare the two, so Kuzma, get your rest. We'll get you when you get back. Overall, I think Kuzma talked about, he talked about his shooting form and things like that. He wants to become an all-star. My big thing is Kuzma's offensive game is nice. It's going to continue to be nice. I want him to obviously focus on defense. I don't know if he's mentioned too much on defense. I don't even think he's focused too much on defense, but we'll see. So that's on Kuz. But to kick off, Rob Pelinka, Frank Vogel, man, I really like Rob Pelinka. I mean, we were getting on him early on, but he really stepped up and did well this offseason. And just to hear him speak with what he's done and the poise and stuff like that, him and Frank Vogel, I think it's an excellent hire. I love everything I'm hearing out of Frank Vogel. I love Frank Vogel, to be honest with you, what he did in Indiana, and I think he's going to be a great coach for us. And just all his snippets, all his responses to the questions and things like that, like he's just very professional, and you can tell he's really experienced. And I can see why Frank Vogel would be a high touted coach at the NBA level, because the guy is really smart. He knows what he wants to do. He's a defensive minded guy, and he seems to say a lot of the right things. So that's what I got out of those two. LeBron came out with some LeBron 7s, some purple and gold LeBron 7s, which was dope. I think he said something like LeBron 7s was his favorite shoe of all time. And the LeBron 17s lately looks crazy. So LeBron got some dope shoes. I mean, just to be honest with you, because he did a video where he showed all his 17 shoes. I mean, he got some dope shoes, to be honest with you. But LeBron came out, looks good. I mean, looks yoked up. He doesn't look lean like you would see like Dwight Howard. So we'll see. And I think LeBron came in a little heavy last year, in my opinion, and then he leaned out closer to Christmas before he got hurt, to be honest with you. He came in a little heavy game one. If you want to be honest, like look at game one. It's like LeBron was kind of bulky, and then he leaned out throughout the season. So I don't know. I got to see him amongst other players to kind of see, but he looked yoked. But LeBron looks good. He's healthy, and he's ready to go. He said all the right things. Basically, he even gave Rob Pelinka props on what he did in the offseason. And basically just was happy with what the organization did, and left saying, hey, I'm happy to be a Laker, let's go. AD came in talking about all the right stuff. AD came in basically saying all the right things. He's ready to go. JaVale talked, ready to go. Dwight Howard talking about he's ready to do whatever it takes. Rob Pelinka spoke on Dwight Howard, how professional, like a character change Dwight Howard has brought to the squad. Basically leaving some money on the table, coming in and working hard like it's a draft tryout for the Lakers, coming in lean and really putting on a professional spin from day one. And we're looking at it now. Dwight Howard looks like he's I think all the antics are gone. He has nothing to prove. He's made his money in the NBA. He's done all the awards, and he was at his peak. Now he just wants to get back. He said he's healthy too. He said he feels great, which means that he has no lingering injuries, and he's light, and he's just ready to go. So Frank Vogel really says that he's a defensive minded guy. He says it really starts with the center position and a rim protector. So he's really going to utilize Howard and JaVale McGee a lot, along with AD, to protect the rim. So I'm excited about that. Going out with Dudley came in. One thing that Dudley came in and said that I just saw a quote. He said that Kuzma is going to be his guy this year, saying that last year D'Angelo Russell was his guy, meaning he sat with D'Angelo Russell and watched film on things that he did wrong and things that he needed to improve on. And he said before that was Devin Booker. So, I mean, if you really think about it, Devin Booker, playing at an all-star level, D'Angelo Russell playing at an all-star level. We got Kuzma about to play at an all-star level because Dudley is about to sit with him and take his, that leadership role. But shout out to Dudley. Dudley, he's funny, man. Dudley's going to be a heck of a broadcaster because he's got the chops, and he's going to be a heck of a broadcaster when he's all said and done. It's kind of cool to have that guy on the squad. But Troy Daniels, I saw Troy Daniels. He looks good, man. I think he might be that Eddie House for us. Avery Bradley came in, Troy Daniels. I think Troy Daniels, when you come to Staples, big stage in terms of like a world stage, I think he can really play that Eddie House role for him. So I'm looking for Troy Daniels to have a big season. Avery Bradley was talking about how he wants to be one of the best perimeter defenders in the league again. I mean, I love hearing that. KCP talked about he has something to prove. Rondo, came out. I saw a quote that Rondo's looking good apparently, just in little workouts and things like that. Quentin Cook talked about his experience at Golden State and what he's ready to do. And I saw a quote, or I saw something with Cook and Caruso really looking good according to Frank Vogel, and how they're going to be utilized a lot. A lot of people saw a picture with Rondo along with LeBron, AD, and Kuzma, thinking like, could Rondo be the starting point guard? He could be, obviously, based on his leadership, but I still like Cook as a possibility to start because of his ball handling skills and his shooting, to be honest with you, because we don't need Rondo and LeBron on the floor at the same time. It doesn't make sense, but I think I like Cook as a passive guard and somebody to stretch the floor, space the floor, and hit open shots with LeBron handling the ball for the most part. So I looked at that. And then somebody asked me, would Caruso start? Caruso, I think, is a guy off the bench regardless. I don't think he's in that picture to start. I think it's either Cook or Rondo, in my opinion. So, you got that. KCP, what else? Who? Danny Green came out and said, he's ready everything to mesh well. I think that's all the players right there. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's what I got from Media Day. Everybody saying the right things. Really excited, and everybody looks good from what I could see from video. The only downer really is Kuzma not coming in. He can't start practicing tomorrow. I believe the Lakers do start practicing tomorrow and the rest of the week. But Kuzma's going to have to sit out, and he's got to rehab. So outside of that, that's the bummer, to be honest with you. That's the bummer of the day, in my opinion. So I look forward to have our guys get right and looking to hear some stories on how we're practicing throughout the week. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Media Day. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing. As always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsLA. Videos coming at you all day, every day this year.